Hey y'all, it's Kiki. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hear a lot of people talk about how they think it's so fucked up that it basically seems like bad people seem to always get good things and life seems to be going grand for them and things like that. But the victims, or not necessarily all the victims, but a lot of people who have been victim to these people or who consider themselves to be quote unquote good people, people who don't do bad, people who don't sin, don't really get blessings like that, like evil people. And I think it just all boils down to the fact that bad people pretty much make decisions that benefit themselves. Like every single decision that they make sure it benefits them in some way. They never consider anybody else. They always consider themselves. And that's why it seems like on the outside looking in that these bad people are living the life that they always wanted to live. They have all these money and these nice cars and all these good things, which, mind you, nobody really knows exactly what their personal life is really looking like on the inside. Like nobody knows what they're battling and things like that. But in the grand scheme of things, what I notice is bad people pretty much put themselves first in every single situation. And every single decision that they make sure it is going to be something that helps them to achieve what it is that they want to achieve, in the future, near future, far future, whatever it is. Like they pretty much just make decisions that is going to benefit them. And I noticed that the people who deem themselves good or consider themselves like the good people who don't do bad things and they don't sin, they don't go out of their way to be, malicious to people. I noticed those people aren't the ones who actually go out and make things happen for themselves. They kind of just sit around thinking, oh, well, since I'm a good person and I have a good heart, God is automatically going to bless me because I'm a good person, right? And I don't know, you can say God, you can say universe, whatever it is that you believe in. But I notice a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't understand why I'm a good person and I've been doing good all my life, 30, 40 years. And it just seems like nothing is going my way. It's because you sitting around thinking that the universe is just going to bless you because you're good. That God is just going to bless you because you're good. I personally don't think that the higher power speaks in good or bad. I think they pretty much move when you move. I think they, when you make a step, they take a step. When you make a choice, they move with you. And I noticed that these good people, they just bargain on the fact that they're good, and that's it. They don't really think they have to do much. They don't think they have to take any initiative or make decisions for themselves. They just think that, oh well, the Lord is gonna see how good I am, and eventually he or she is going to bless me, just for them to look up and life is looking exactly how it looked a year from now. I'm not here to say that I think God is not going to bless bad people or good people. I don't know. I'm not God. But what I do have to say is faith without work is dead. And being good is not enough. Being good is not enough. And then on top of that, I think being good is subjective. I think what one person thinks is good, another person may think is bad, and what one person thinks is bad, another person may see it as good. And that's why I put bad in quotation marks, because somebody who is deemed as selfish, somebody who is deemed as, only wanting to make decisions for themselves, only wanting to make sure that they live a life that's peaceful to them, that's beneficial to them. Girl, I was supposed to take my glasses off. Who gives a fuck? I'm here now. A person who lives a life, who makes sure that they literally set every brick in their life that is going to benefit them. Some people may see that as them being a bad person. I think it's all about perspective, and that's why I don't really believe in the whole good person, bad person. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are just downright evil. Some people just get up and decide they're going to just get on a freeway and go down the wrong side of the freeway. They're going to jump down on the left side of the freeway because, I don't know, some people are just downright evil. But I don't think that a person who chooses to make decisions for themselves and not really have much consideration like for other people because they can't worry about other people, I don't think that person is bad. I think that person is pretty fucking smart. Because when you think about it, adult A and adult B, why the fuck would adult A sit around worrying about the decision that they need to make, and also how it's gonna make adult B feels. Girl, we all responsible for our own fucking life. We're all the authors of our own fucking book. So why am I gonna sit around worrying about how you feel and what you think when it is literally my job to make my life better? And that's why I think these quote unquote bad people have such good lives, because in reality they're not looking at it as good or bad. They're looking at it like, this is my life, and in order for me to get everything I want out of my life, I'm going to make sure I do everything and set myself up in every way that's going to benefit me. Now, of course, there's like nuances to this, right? Because some people do throw other people under the bus, or they might slight other people, or like be very sneaky so that they can get ahead, right? But that's not what I'm talking about right here. I'm basically talking about the people who pretty much are like, it's not my job to worry about everybody else. It's my job to worry about me. So I don't care if you think me being selfish is a bad thing. It's literally my fucking life. What the fuck am I what am I supposed to be? What else am I supposed to be? It's my life. I get the right to be selfish. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I just noticed that all of these quote unquote people who are deemed as bad really aren't all that bad. They just don't sit around letting victimhood keep them down. They don't sit around complaining about what should have been and what could have been. They literally just get up and make shit happen for themselves. And I noticed that the people who deem themselves as good, the people who love to live in that victim mentality, think that if they stay in that victim mentality, that they're going to get some fucking award for like staying there. Like eventually somebody's just going to rain down a bunch of random ass blessings. And the thing is, like, you can't just sit there and not do nothing. You can't just be a victim and sit in place, baby. You have to get up and take control of your fucking life. Like, I'm just not a believer in that. I notice like a lot of people think, life was hard for me, and because life was hard for me, I'm just gonna sit here in place and somebody's gonna take pity on me, and then they're gonna realize like how pitiful I look and how sad my life has been, and they're gonna come and save me. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck that you had a bad life. Everybody got a story. So what? Get up and make it happen. It's that fucking simple. Like, that's why you really can't keep certain people down. Like, and it's also certain people who they don't use their past as like a map, or how can I say this? They don't use their past as a fucking personality. Like, they don't, every 5 minutes you don't hear about everything that they've been through and all they fucking hardships and shit like that, because they know that they're in charge of their own fucking lives. That's just how I feel about it. So I ain't gonna lie, the title was clickbait in a way, but I mean, but no, like, I honestly feel like the people who see other people as like bad, I think it's all perspective, and I think good and bad is 100% subjective. I think when it comes to like good and bad, I mean, it really just depends on the person's experience, where they come from and what they believe in. Like I said, what one person may think is good, another person may see it as bad, and what one person may see as bad, another person may see it as good. So I think the whole good and bad person thing is subjective. And what I notice in my years, the good people aren't the ones walking around bragging about how good they are. They're normally the most fucked up people on the fucking planet. Okay? And the bad people are just the people who are labeled as bad, or everybody else wants the whole world to believe that they're bad. They're just existing and living life and not really giving a fuck what the next person got to say. I noticed that a lot. So, but yeah, like I said, I think that all this shit is subjective. I just noticed that one thing that these bad people have in common is that they put themselves first, and that's why they seem to constantly win and get what they want in life, because they don't sit around waiting for somebody else to give them a hand clap. They don't sit around waiting for somebody else to save them from their own story and from their own life. They don't sit around waiting. they get up and they make shit happen. But with that said, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. This is actually, I think this is a great fucking topic, because anytime I see this pop up, people have so many different like think pieces and opinions on this. So I would love to know what y'all think. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.